Intro. Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about remote exploitation on Android. Remote exploitation is a technique that involves hacking into an Android device without physically touching it. It can be done by exploiting vulnerabilities in the phone's software and gaining access to the device through the internet. Body. The first step in remote exploitation is to find a vulnerability in the Android device. Vulnerabilities can occur in any software, including the Android operating system, applications, and even third-party software. Once a vulnerability is found, it can be exploited by using a specially crafted payload that can give an attacker control over the device. One of the most common ways to exploit an Android device remotely is by using a Trojan or a backdoor. These are malicious applications that are disguised as legitimate software and are downloaded by the user. Once installed, the Trojan or backdoor gives the attacker access to the device, allowing them to take control of it remotely. Another way to exploit an Android device remotely is by using a technique called man-in-the-middle or MIM. This involves intercepting the communication between the device and the internet, allowing the attacker to intercept sensitive information such as usernames, passwords, and credit card numbers. In some cases, attackers can exploit vulnerabilities in the Android device's firmware. Firmware is the software that controls the device's hardware, and if a vulnerability is found in the firmware, it can be exploited to gain access to the device remotely. Finally, attackers can exploit vulnerabilities in the Android device's web browser. This is known as a drive-by download attack, where a user is tricked into downloading and installing malicious software by visiting a compromised website. Conclusion. In conclusion, remote exploitation on Android is a serious threat to the security and privacy of users. Attackers can exploit vulnerabilities in the device's software and firmware, as well as intercept communication between the device and the internet. It is important to keep your Android device up to date with the latest security patches and to only download applications from trusted sources to minimize the risk of being hacked remotely. Thank you for watching.